Good evening. Welcome back to this space at Creator Living Fellowship and here in Phoenix, Arizona. Today is Monday Practice with Rory and Jorge. I'm Rory and Jorge, staff minister here at Creator Living Fellowship. And it's always an honor and a wonderful experience for me every Monday night to bring you different types of spiritual practices. I know when we say spiritual practice, our minds immediately goes into prayer, meditation, mantras, and yoga, including that. But it's sometimes that we have other types of spiritual practice, sometimes very simple, sometimes that are kind of be more accessible in our late daily lives that helps us to reconnect, to have a sense of union with God and with everybody as a oneness. And so this is the intention of this space is to find different spiritual practice that allow us to increase our tools and or boxes of spiritual practices so that we can navigate the days or our daily lives in a way that we are more gentle with ourselves and we have access to the divine every time and everywhere, so we don't need to have to stop for 20 minutes or remember the mantra. It just will be more simple, more things. I don't say that the other practices, the traditional practices, are done. We have also have to go through them here in the past. If you want to, you can check the or Facebook or YouTube page for them. But at the same time, the intention is to find that. And also I trying to connect the spiritual practices with the theme of the month of a creative living fellowship, and the for the day specifically it's something connected with the what I have to say or the topic of this last Sunday, yesterday. So that dynamic of this space. So we explore that. So as before I enter into the practice and connect it with the Sunday, I just want to remember everyone that we are very grateful for all your support. And if you feel compelled to support Creative Living Fellowship or all these online activities, and now with our Sunday in-person service, I really encourage you to donate. So you can do it through our PayPal button, or if you have your phone, like mostly everyone in this world now, we you can also text by using the links and the phone number that I had got into the comments and chat right now. I want to say hello, everyone. I can see you on the screen connecting, and thank you for all the support. And I'm very glad you're here. And if you are watching us afterwards and look at watching this video in a stream in YouTube or Facebook, welcome as well. Elvis, it's good to have your companion and to your support. So for this month, we have exploring Creative Living Fellowship the topic "Welcome Home." Why? Because it's related with this month we return to an in-person service on Sundays, so it's like a returning to a home, and we have exploring that through the message of Reverend Sherry in every Sunday. Yesterday, October 23rd, the topic was a place for everyone. Well, there are many directions of that, and it was find a place where everyone feels connected, feels love, feels is not just to create a space, but also a place where you feel comfortable, feel in that place where everything is flowing and is loving and is in oneness with yourself. We're in totally resonance with your vibration. Taking that idea, I came across with how do a practice who connects with a place for everyone. So we already have explored a practice of being present to practice to explore the here and now. which is through meditation, through many other practices. So how we can do also have a place for everyone, a place for myself where I can be in a place and also in a stage where I feel comfortable. I feel that, and not just in specific areas and specific moments, but when. So when I came across with was with the title of intentional laziness. Yes, intentional laziness is a spiritual practice. I know sometimes when we hear laziness, is actually has a connotation of a little in the Western, in the majority of the world, is like, oh, laziness, oh, something like to avoid because we had to work hard, we had to just do it because that's what success is based. And I don't want to go in that direction because I don't believe in that. Yes, let's just say that. So sometimes when we also mention about laziness, we sense that it's an activity or non-activity that it doesn't help us in with spiritual duties or spiritual practice, or also known with our daily lives and all duties that we have over there. But that's what the title is, intentional laziness. Is where it's a moment that we can take. It can be longer, like at the whole morning, an hour, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, inclusive 1 minute, just to take a moment of reverence and relaxation. That's the point, reverence and relaxation. That so that we can enjoy a moment of centering without need to go into meditation and that. So because it's important, the laziness or the concept of leisure in our lives. I'm not saying vacation, and I say that times it's leisure, which is different of that. It's a time to have a moment of like in the movie Eat, Pray, Love is the dolce far niente, the art that don't do nothing. This is the intentional laziness is based on that. It's finding a time, it's finding a moment and transforming it into a spiritual practice. Why? Because when we are in that leisure time, in that intentional laziness, our thoughts are calm, our minds thoughts, our hearts are more open, our minds are more open, and thoughts come show up, insights come show up, and it's like, so we are not forcing trying to journal, without forcing trying to do. It's just an act of being, and through that act of being we free ourselves to experience the the higher self that we are, and through the higher self, through increase our relationship with us, with that higher self, that we can actually receive all the insights and to have a greater thoughts that bring us even a better. So that's why it's a spiritual practice, because it connects us with the divine. So as I said, it's a big, to make it a intentional laziness means that we can spend, like I say, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, by just sitting and watching the world around us without judgment, just observing, just like you are watching TV. You are there, like you are not connecting, you are not participating, you are not running with the actors, you're just looking at, you are a witness at what is happening. And and look at there, and look at the sky, and look at the all your surrounds as you are in your home, and don't try to describe it. Also listen the sounds around you, the music of the neighbors, the dogs barking, without give it any name, without any describe it, without give it any sense of meaning around that. Just look at them, just be the witness of that. And that's very, very relaxing, very things. So in that way you will find that there is, although there are a bunch of thoughts and things like that, there is a sense of peace, a sense of serenity, that despite what your mind is saying, and despite of interpretations that may happen, you are finding that, and that finding that space that connects with the higher selves, and it is simple and surrounding you. So this is kind of an action of meditation, and this is an action of living, but it's accepting. So we're going to spend the rest of this Monday practice experiencing the intentional laziness. I'm going to actually close my window and share with you a view of through Google Maps, Google Earth, the experience of the beach in Barcelona. A picture of Barcelona. Why Barcelona? Because I love the city. It's one of my favorite cities, and it's a wonderful be on the beach. It's close to the ocean. So we're going to see in a picture. I'm going to move around and just want to dedicate yourself to look at. Forget your surroundings, forget what is happening, just look at all around and focus on that view. So don't try to think of what this person is doing or what happened in the ocean, what is over there. Just look at in general and let yourself to relax, to go lazy, good to go in a sense of leisure, in a sense of peace, and practice. If a thought show up, just don't let it go. If you're trying to describe or focus on something, let it go. If you're trying to create an interpretation of what is happening in the picture, just let it go. Just enjoy, like you were in the beach. Enjoy it. Sometimes you just are there looking at the sky and mesmerized by that without any interpretation. So that's going to be our practice for today. Hopefully, so and how this connect with a place for everyone, because a place for everyone start with you. When you find a place for yourself, a way of your idea of your duties, a way of idea of your roles, an idea of yourself and the identity, of idea of your good or bad actions. Let it go, all of that. So let's take a deep breath right now. And let's come comfortable. I'm going to share the picture and relax, relax, and relax. Imagine that you are in the picture. Imagine that you are on the beach without any judgment, without any opinion. Just relax. Don't think about neither margaritas or alcohol. Just enjoy the beach. Look at the ocean. Look at the palms. But without any meaning, without any interpretation. Just look at them. Look at the sky. And just relax. And just using the picture, but you can in your daily lives, you just can look at the window. You can look at a picture that you have close to you. Will you feel relaxed? Or just look at your living room. And again, this is the intentional laziness, where we just sit and relax and look all around us without any judgment. Just like when we are sitting on the beach, that we are not trying to think about anything, to give any meaning of anything. Just we look at the sky and the ocean, and we get lost there. And when our minds are out of focus, out of attention, out of thoughts, out of a meaning, out of feeling, insights show up. Our minds open. And that's the place for everyone. That place inside us that is full of serenity, peace, tranquility. That place that it belongs to the higher self that is ourselves, that is bigger than our bodies. So that's why we look around and we enjoy it. Don't try to give any meaning. Just look at. Look at all the feelings around you, all the sounds, without any interpretation. Just be lazy with the intention of opening your heart. And now let's back into our place that we are. Is perfect. And look all around. The same way we're doing with the beach, with the ocean, with the clouds. Without interpretate, without to bring our attention to one specific area, one specific object, just look all around. Because there is a place for everything. And that place is inside you. So let go all the ideas of the past, the interpretations. Just relax where you are. If the dogs are barking, it is. If the music suits you, it's perfect. Just allow that sense of tranquility that comes with being a moment of relax, of leisure, of laziness, with the intention of being there, not as obligation, not as an activity to do, but just to be. Because ultimately we are the observer, God's observer, looking at. Don't close your eyes. It's God expressing and experiencing Himself through everything around you. Be carefree, relax, and look at everything without story, without interpretation, without naming, just like a baby. Breathing. And now that we are closing to our time, I want you close your eyes for a moment and check on your body how relaxed it is. We went to a Barcelona beach, we saw the sky, and now we have the same feeling inside our living room and our beds or chairs. Whatever you are watching this is perfect. And this is one of the spiritual practice, the intentional laziness, a place where we found that place for everyone, the place that is with a higher self, where is carefree, where is freedom, where is love, serenity, without trying to force it, without to do something, just being there. And that's what it makes a practice. The laziness, the dolce far niente, very intentional. So you can practice this everywhere. Trying to do at least take 15 minutes of your time and look around, be the witness, like God, allowing God to look at God's Himself without your interpretation, without your stories. That's find the place, the real place. Okay, let's take a deep breath. And our time is already done. It's been fast. I saw Reverend Sherry message, so let me share it with all of you. Thank you, Reverend Sherry. Beautiful hearts. And it was a pleasure to see you, all of you. Very shy people. But it's okay. And if you are watching this afterward, thank you. Thank you also for stop by and enjoy this 30 minutes of spiritual practice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you next week in another Monday practice. Well, we'll see what we will hear on Sunday and inspire us to bring something for today. Thank you, all of you, and I see you next Monday. Have a good day.